series. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our 10th series, Unsung Heroes. Without any further delay, I would like to welcome our panelists for today's session. That is, we have Ms. Tamare, Ms. Shilpa, and Ms. Mariam, who has joined our session today. To give a brief introduction about today's panelists, so Ms. Tamare is a sole proprietor of iFirst Opticals and Contact Lens Clinic, Velur, with 11 years of experience in optometry. She has recently completed her master's from Chitkara University, Punjab, and she's passionate about teaching as well. She specializes in community eye care, and she has returned back to India after 10 years in USA to serve the community and to create awareness among parents and teachers about the importance of pediatric eye care. She's also a powerful force in the workplace and uses her positive attitude and tireless energy to encourage others to work hard and succeed. She also loves to read, cook, and listen music and also spend time with her children. And next we have Ms. Shilpa, who has completed her bachelor's from Shankara College of Optometry and master's from Chitkara University, Punjab. And currently she is working in Shankara Eye Hospital, Shimoga as HOD of Optometry Department. And also as she's taking care of vision therapy and contact lens clinic as well. She is also a clinical instructor for optometry internship students and vision care technicians. And she also handles vision care centers in and around Shimoga. And next we have Ms. Mariam, who has completed recently her Bachelor's of Optometry from Shankara College of Optometry. And now she has gone back to her native and she's working at Jan Kalyan Hospital in West Bengal. I would like to welcome all the three of you for the Unsung Heroes session for today. As we all know, in this session, we always encourage optometrists and give a exclusive coverage for these optometrists who are tirelessly working for the rural community of India. We welcome you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
So if I have missed out on something, Tamare ma'am, would you like to add something about your work?
Thank you, Bhavya. Thank you for the brief introduction, and thank you, OCA, for recognizing us. Yeah, you covered almost everything. Just I did my diploma in GOH. That's where my career started, GOH Chennai. Then I did my degree in BVP Pune. Then finally I did my master's now in Chitkara, Punjab. At present, I am running my optometry clinics in Vellore. One of my optometry clinic is located in Lateri, that is a small panchayat in Vellore. The reason why I am running the clinic here is to reach the patients, to give them primary care support for the community people, rural community people. That's all about me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Shilpa, would you like to add about your work?
No, ma'am, I've already covered everything. Thank you.
Shilpa, I think you're not audible. Can you be loud?
Hello?
Yes, Shilpa.
Ma'am, you covered everything, ma'am.
Okay, welcome once again. And Mariam?
Thank you.
Would you like to add something, Mariam?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank to choose me with such a great senior optometrist. And I'm really honored to be known as Unsung Heroes, and rest of it's covered, ma'am.
Thank you, Mariam. Without any further delay, let us start with the panel discussion. I would like to ask my first question to Tamare ma'am. Ma'am, how do you arrange community camps and what all examinations do you do on site while working in the remote areas?
So community camps, mostly my concentrated area is the schools. We are going to the schools and we are contacting the management. We will inform them about the free camps we are going to conduct. And once the camp is conducted, we will offer the free lenses to the kids. And our major focus is about government schools, orphanages, and the rural community schools where the kids are not able to reach by primary care people. So once the camp is arranged, the camp will not be conducted in a single day. We need 2 or 3 visits to the school because the population of the school will be totally different with the normal camp. There will be around more than 1,000, usually 1,500, 2,000, more than 1,000 kids will be there. So we will do the mass visual screening to them. So we will cover 3 areas while we are doing the camps. First, we will check the vision. Then we will consider about the symptoms and the visual eye examination. Once the kids pass all 3 areas, we will declare pause and they can go to the class. If they are failing, if we detect something abnormal in out of these 3 categories, we will inform to we will note it down separately. We will inform it to the school correspondent and to the parents or the concerned person. So we will give the referral slip to them. So this is one part of the camp. The next part is like we will conduct the awareness program to the school. It is like a 1 hour program. In that we will present a PowerPoint presentation to give awareness to the teachers and the school management. Because compared with the parents, teachers are the ones spending more time with the kids, and they are the one picking up the complaints also. Usually when the kids visit the optometric clinic, the parents will say the teacher said that. They notice that the kid is looking at the book very closer. It's rubbing its eyes. It's tilting his head. So this is mostly addressed by the teachers. So we will give them more insight. What is the condition of the children? What are the common symptoms you will notice? When do you have to address? And what are the common things that will cause blindness or any visual deterioration in the children, like the cataract, how the cataract child will look, and what is the vitamin A deficiency, how you will just detect by torchlight. That and all we will give the PowerPoint presentation. Once the PowerPoint presentation is completed, we will ask the management to choose one team that will conduct 3 or 4 people from the school. And to the team, I will give the personal training. So how to check the visual acuity, how to record it, what is 3 areas about, like vision and eye health and the symptoms. Once they notice the difference in that, we will give the form also. In that form, they have to fill it and they have to refer to us, either to the optometric clinic or to the hospital. They have to refer to us. Then we will provide visual acuity chart also to them, like 3-meter chart we will provide to the school. And so that they can, if something happens to the kid, if they feel the kids need some visual acuity checkup, they will do it in the school itself first. Then they will refer to us. In this way, we are conducting the camps in the schools. And we are conducting in the orphanages also. In orphanages, we are trying to do it free service. Even with the spectacle, we are trying to give the free service, and we are getting the support of other people for the free classes, and we will give ours also. Yeah.
That is a very nice and planned strategy that you have to conduct the camps, ma'am. Thank you so much. My next question is for Shilpa. Shilpa, how do you encourage interns? So there are many interns who have language difficulty as well to attend the camps in these remote areas, Shilpa.
Yes. To our unit, Shankaraya Hospital, Shumaga, every year we receive the interns from various states and different language students. And when they come here, we typically patients will talk Kannada only and rarely Hindi, and getting a English patient and then other language student convenience language is difficult. So what we have made for students convenience, we have made a first optometry Kannada language chart, commonly used words and sentence, and we have made chat and we are sticked into our optometry rooms, and whenever they roam or walk around they will be reading that and they'll be trying to pronounce all those things. And we made the students to write a procedure, Kannada procedure in their convenient language so that they can learn. And what I have made convenient for the students who have language difficulty, I've made a posting in the community ward where the patients talks only Kannada and language and they don't know other language. So that the students who, even though they talk wrong Kannada language, still still the community patient, they will not scold, they will not laugh, or they will not show the negative reaction towards the interns. So that is the good thing. So that's why I made the patient students to be in the community area, and I allowed them to check the vision, the initial test with slow learning Kannada language. So there, the students are very much free, and they will not feel the shy, or they will not get scared to talk, because only the patient and the student will be there. So there slowly they will, the language difficulty will go comes down. And then I have made the students to be in the posting area, one student who knows Kannada and the other student which have a language difficulty. So this together posting I have made, so that the person, he will learn the language also and the subject also on the posting, the wherever he or she is. So there I have made a comfortable zone for them to learn the language and the subject. So I honestly says language will not stop us by learning. So by keeping the language difficulty, or if we will not be like, we should not get scared or feel bad that if I go to that particular area, particular region, I learn optometry or not. That fear should not be there, I can say, because since 5 years I am seeing the students from the different area, and the end of the internship they are learning better than the people who already knows language. So that is the good experience I'm getting from the students from different zone, different region area. And then after slowly what I am doing is like I'm sending the student to the community eye screening outside, and there with the community patients only, they will start doing the refraction, vision refraction, and the complete eye examination with the local language only. So even though they talk wrong also, their patient also, they will try to understand, and they will also be like slowly good learner of the language. This comfortable zone I'm making the student, and slowly after 6 months I think they'll start talking Kannada better than what we expect. And the language, the subject also, they learn very fast. So I would honestly say by this experience only I came to know language will not stop us by learning. And it's good that going the other region and learning, because every area will have different learning skill of optometry, and the what their workup they are doing optometry, it will not be same like Karnataka, north, south. It's different area, different optometry workup will be there. It's good to go there and do the internship and get the knowledge other than being in one place.
Totally agree with you, Shilpa. This is really a good takeaway message from you, that language should not be a barrier to serve the community and do the eye screening. Thank you so much. My next question is to Miss Mariam. Mariam, though you had completed your bachelor degree from Bangalore, which is a metropolitan city, so why did you choose to go back to your native to work as an optometrist?
So, ma'am, the thought of coming back to native came during my internship days only. So when I had postings in the community side, and then we did several rural camps. So that's when I got to know, like, so many people are so unaware of the common eye diseases. Same for in Karnataka and here also. Even though people knows like they are seeing less or there is less vision, they will be okay with it. They will think like maybe I am supposed to see this way itself. So here I am thinking to provide the awareness. So creating awareness so that people visit the clinics initially, um, and creating a common eye diseases, whatever available, like normally presbyopia or maybe cataract or any refractive error. I make sure to aware those people and educate those people, and also not only the problem, also the solution, and how the treatment will go, and what are the other options, providing that I'm doing here that.
Okay, thank you so much. I think this should be inspiring for others as well, who are actually looking at going back and serving their own community. Thank you, Mariam. Let's move on to our next question. My question is to Ms. Tamare. Ma'am, how do you explain to patients about their eye condition, and how do you convince patients? Like you said, you have a strategy for conducting the eye camps and everything. So how do you convince the patients or children that they're supposed to wear glasses or they have to go through surgery like cataract? So how do you motivate the patients?
The first thing is we have to tell them the truth. Even the children, even the elders, the first question from the parents is like, is it treatable through the medicine or food? Is the spectacle is necessary? That's the question. First, we have to tell them a truth like, yes, the spectacle is must here. The kid may have the other options like contact lens, LASIK, but that and all will come later. But first, the spectacle has to be worn by the kid. And we have to explain further what will happen if the child keep on omits the spectacle. Then if the patient is a candidate of surgery, cataract surgery, even the geriatric or childhood blindness, the problem is mostly finance is the problem, and the accessibility of the free camps. In geriatric, even Vellore, a few organizations conducting free camps along with the hospitals like Arvinda Hospital, CMC and all, but the place is not accessible to the rural patients. They can't reach the place. They don't know to someone to take care of them to that place. So if we arrange something, if we arrange the transport from the rural areas to the town, they may get more access. So that and all we are trying to do it in the future. And in the children, we have to allow them to choose their spectacle on their own, not their parents, not their siblings. We have to give them various options, and we have to encourage them by showing other celebrities like Harry Potter, encouraging them to wear the spectacle that is their unique. They are looking brilliant while looking wearing the spectacle, and by giving them the positive feedback and already informing them, they may get some negative comment, but they should not listen to that. Their health is important. That and all we have to inform to the children, but most of the children are understandable. And I personally prefer to talk about the life changes also, the food the kid eats, the screen time the kid spends, the limitation of the screen time, and the importance of playing outside, the importance of sunlight exposure. That and all also we will explain to the patient and the patient's parents.
Thank you, ma'am. So my next question, moving on to the next question, it's for Ms. Shilpa. Shilpa, can you share your experience about conducting school screenings and especially helping the rural population? What is your experience?
I have been to school screening from many years. As I studied in Shankara College of Optometry. From there itself, I started going to school screening, and through that, I actually got a confidence in the pediatric refraction, pediatric retinoscopy. So controlling accommodation, all those things from there only I learned. So it will help for the kids also, and indirectly it help for us also to improve our skills in pediatric refraction. So going to rural area and screening the kids is actually a good thing that we are doing to the kids, because here in Shimoga region, we have been to the camps and we are conducting a program called Rainbow. Through that, we are going to government schools. Only we are focused on government schools where they cannot afford for the right treatment and other things. So we are going so interior of the government schools where there is no nearby proper hospitals which they can provide good eye care things. So we will go and we do all the free eye screening, and we'll do the glass prescription. We do the refraction and we prescribe glasses there, and we ourselves will get the details of the kids, and we'll make a glass here, and then we'll dispense the glasses to the kid. And second thing what we will do, if we identify the other than refractive error, if we identify any ocular pathology, and we'll give a pink card to the kid, and they will come to the hospital, and we'll do complete eye examination freely. And if it is necessary, we'll operate the kid with free of cost. And if the refractive error is more than -6 or the plus hyperopia is more than +2, and dilated refraction is required, so we refer them to base hospital only instead of prescribing glass there itself. And we'll bring the kids here in the base hospital, and if any cataract or any ptosis or any surgery to be done, do it. And And in school area, what will happen, the kids will not tell their eye issues, and sometimes a teacher also will ignore the kids eye problem, because I experienced, I personally can tell that one kid had the refractive error of, for example, kid had the minus 16 diopter of refractive error, and he preferred to sit in the first bench only, and teacher every time tell to go and sit back, why you are preferring to sit in the first bench only. That kid, when I went to screen that kid, and the teacher was standing behind me, and she was saying, "Madam, he doesn't know anything. He will just simply sit, and he's so lazy. Just check, we'll check, do something, and send him. We don't know anything," like that. She was ignoring that kid, and she was demotivating that kid, and she was talking to me. Then I was like, okay, let me do retinoscopy. When I was doing that, it was dull glow and minus 16 refractive error was there. When I kept that correction to the kid, and he was so happy, and first time he is looking at the teacher face, and that was like. I gave information to the teacher, like you should never ignore the kid for any reason. Why preferring to sitting in the first bench? So all these things, you are the first person to notice about the kids' activity. Please don't demotivate or don't ignore the kid. Each kids are important. You will be the first position to identify their problems. I gave information to the teachers. So this is the scenario happening in rural areas. So we have to overcome all those things, and giving them free. Parents also will not be like conscious about their problems. The kids are so active in the rural area. Parents also think like they don't have any eye problem. So after we detect, only parents also will come to know like they will have some eye issues, and they will not be like step back, because we are giving them free of cost treatment. So by this, rural area kids are benefited. So it's good to do eye screening, and for optometrists also, it will improve our skills in pediatric refraction and pediatric retinoscopy, all those things.
Thank you so much, Shilpa. That was really the experience that you shared was really an eye-opening thing, wherein even Tamarai ma'am said, the teachers also should be educated about what has to be taken care when it comes to children. So my next question is to Miss Mariam. So Mariam, what changes do you see from being as working as an intern in a tier 1 city compared to your native?
So, ma'am, there is a lot of difference. First of all, being intern, we have that immediate support of our seniors. And being in a multi-specialty clinic, we are posted in different posting. We didn't have to see only one patient and diagnose the patient. We had different posting, such as like refraction or contact lens or maybe ocular diagnosis. So here, when I am seeing a patient, the whole responsibility on me. I have to see the patient, I have to diagnose, and then I have to give a solution or treatment option. So it's a very it's a suddenly intern to jumping into clinical practice. It was a little difficult. And not only that, in rural area, there is no such thing called a regular checkup. Until unless they will be like suffering so much, then only they will visit the clinic. So this lack of regular checkup, it was not like there in a tier 1 city where people are very conscious, and eye disease is as important as other diseases, how we see. So like that, and there is a lack of minimum hygiene over here on the ocular hygiene, and there is a lot of cases that I see for reference. As from my side, I can check the vision, I can diagnose the condition, but more of the cases like fungal keratitis or maybe conjunctivitis or corneal ulcer, uh, we know to diagnose, but in the end we had to send it to the ophthal because of the medications requirement. So a lot of patients we had to refer also, like being in a multi-specialty clinic, we can just send to our ophthal, and here you have to, like, from your clinic to other clinic, you have to contact, like that. And as personally, I had problems since in intern days, we had our seniors to help if something is little going wrong, so they can help us with this. So we learn from this, but from here you have to be always conscious, like, let's not mess up, let's do it properly. And then after seeing the patient again, you will be thinking, oh my God, I missed that point. I should have told, that is important. Like such things are there. So I am still trying to adjust with it. That's
Yeah, you're right, Mariam. It's always everybody remembers their first patient and how was it to handle a patient independently. You're always correct. So my next question is to Tamarai ma'am. Ma'am, so what motivates you to continue to work in the community?
I'm basically born and brought up in small village. So so I born and brought up in small community village. So I know what is the problem the small community people will face. So I came back here, and in the blindness we can divide it in two major categories like geriatric blindness and the childhood blindness. I feel childhood blindness needs to be addressed more because the life expectancy of the children is more, and they have to take care of the entire life. Like they have to work, they have to take care of the family, and they can't just sit and relax. So that they will modify their attitude itself. That if something happens with the vision, that will change their attitude itself. So, and most of the time, there are 3,20,000 kids are blind in India. In 50% cases in that one, that was like preventable or treatable. So if we take given the attention on the right time, we will give a major change in the children's life. So that's what motivating me. I feel that pleasure also, happiness also, by giving one small checkup, by giving one small spectacle, I am able to give this, I'm able to improve the academic performance of the child. I'm able to improve the self-confidence of the child. So that gives me the abundant pleasure. I am doing something. So, in the big cities, there are so many optometrists. They have very good educational background and experiences are there. But for the rural community, in the orphanage kids, and for the underprivileged kids, there are no such people to reach and help them. So I am blessed to, I am able to do that. So that gives me, the motivation to come do the community work.
Yes, ma'am. Of course, the happy smiles that you see on your patients will definitely motivate you and inspire you to work further in the community. I totally agree with that. My next question is to Shilpa. Shilpa, so how do you manage vision centers that you're taking care of, Shilpa?
Yes, ma'am. So we have made a vision centers in the area where there is no proper eye hospitals, and it is kind of rural area only. So, so in that area we have made vision centers to reach out the eye care to the all the people and poor people and who are not affordable. So what we have made like first we will interview the patient, I mean optometrist, and we will give a training for them 1 month about the vision center and what all need to be done there. So after that they go there, they'll start practicing, and we have provided all the instruments are set up there in the vision center, and we also have a separate software for them to enter all the details of the patient, and we have made them convenient for the optometrist if they have any difficulties or if they cannot handle any some different cases or difficulty cases. They will do a telecommunication to the base hospital. One ophthalmologist will be approaching them and assisting them, and they will give a suggestion to the that kind of situation to the optometrists there who are working. And it's good that in being in vision centers they will be doing the complete eye examination until the diagnosis level, and they will plan the treatment. So by this the optometrist will become complete sufficient about the eye treatment and the complete even optometry and ophthalmology, and in everything they will get experience. And they will also see like all the different condition of the patients, not only the refractive error. So it's like optometrists are doing only refraction and prescribing the glass cover. No, optometrists also can do the complete eye examination. By this vision center they are getting that confident. So, and every 3 months we are going to the visiting the vision centers, and if they find any difficulties in their working area, this on all we are assisting, and we are also conducting a audit kind of thing to improve their performance in vision centers. And If they have any difficulty, always they will do telecommunication. They will call us through phone call about any refractive error doubts or any spasm or any refractive error difficulties or any slit lamp findings if they have any problem. And they will also do a dilatation there in the vision center, and they will do dilated fundus examination. They will capture the fundus photo and they will upload into telecommunication so that we can also view and we can diagnose the things and we can give them advice about the further action. If they treatable in the if the major conditions like diabetic retinopathy or any major retinal conditions, that only they will refer to our base hospital and we are treating here. And also people who are already working in the vision center, along with I am sending the optometry students from here to the vision center, so they will also performing all this examination. So interns are getting the benefit for that, from that, like they are also learning. So in base hospital, particular posting only they'll be there. But if they go to vision center, completely A to Z, everything they are learning. So like that, we vision centers are monitored. So major issues, major retina problems, they are referred to the base hospital, and they will also conduct a camp, free eye camps in the vision centers area. All the nearby rural area, the poor people and the people who have vision difficulty, they will refer to the they will refer to the vision center. There we will do a eye camp, and then if any cataract, we will segregate all those patients, and then our vehicle will go from base hospital and bring all the patients here in the base hospital, and we are operating those kind of patients with no cost. So by this, all the rural area people are getting benefited from the vision centers, and the students, optometry students, also getting this benefit to learn. And the people who are already in the vision centers are so much experienced for complete eye treatment. Not only the level of the optometry workup, till ophthalmology level also in treatment also.
That's a great experience, Shilpa. And I'm sure now the rural people, they need not wait for the camps to be conducted. They can anytime visit their nearest vision centers to avail the services. Thank you so much. My next question is to Ms. Mariam. So Mariam, how do you think you're offering better services to your community from whatever you have learned in your B.Optom course?
So, ma'am, I am as well since I am creating awareness also, and while seeing patient, I am doing a full visual checkup how we learn. It's not only that our patient is coming with a less vision and we are doing refraction and prescribing them glass. We are checking also the fundus. I am doing fundus evaluation also, and then correlating with their systemic disease to eye disease. If there are systemic disease like diabetes or arthritis, if they are causing any problem to the patient's eye health. And then if I'm getting some diagnosis, like if I'm getting a patient is having cataract, so I am explaining them about the severity of it, if they need immediate surgery or if they can continue for glasses. Because in rural area, if I tell them to do immediately, there is a financial burden to them. So I can't just say, oh, you have to take now only, based on the severity, obviously. If it's like a mature cataract, I can't say that. But then also I am providing them the information then where they can go for a free cataract surgery, or if they want better lens, then where they can go for the particular hospital or eye care center. I'm suggesting them. And also for high power, I am suggesting them contact lenses. Yeah, or even in people who are like partially blind or having like those people, I am suggesting for low vision devices. Like that, I'm creating awareness now.
Thank you, Mariam. I think you'll come up with more and more learning from whatever you have learned in the B.Optom course. My last question, definitely not the last question, because we have many viewers on Facebook who are enthusiastic to ask many questions to our panelists. I would continue with my question to Ms. Tamare. Ma'am, you had worked at University of Minnesota in USA, and still you chose to come back to India and started your own practice. Can you share us your experience on this?
Yes, ma. Basically, I am from India. I'm not a alien here. I have voice here. And as I said earlier, the rural community needs people like us to come down and support us. So the experience I have here is good. And we came here not just for the optometry, we came here for the family background also to take care of our parents and to raise our kids as a Indian kid and to do my community work independently, which is not possible in US. In US, I sacrificed my professional career for almost 10 years because I don't have a support there to raise my children. But here I am able to do that. I am able to run my clinic successfully. I have supports in my clinic and I'm able to take care of my kids and family because I'm able to hire people. The cost of hiring people is comparatively cheaper in USA. So in every way, I'm happy here to serving my community and taking care of my family. So it's a good decision according to me.
Definitely agree with you, ma'am. Family comes first. So my next question to Shilpa would be, so what are the common challenges that you face while conducting this screening camps, Shilpa?
First of all, we should take permission from the District Blindness Control Society organization about conducting camps in the rural area. And then the in taluk area, there will be a person, medical officer who will be controlling all the government schools. So through that, through organization, we have to go there and first of all, we'll have a meeting with those people and we'll take a permission along with the previous areas visited camps with the data and all those the performance what we have done till now. This all performance will be shown to those people and they will get a confident about our organization that they can do good to the our government school kids. So by that they will give a permission to our organization to conduct the camps in the rural area. Then after we get the permission from them and if we visit the kids and if we find any pathology or any eye problem in the kids eye, and it's very challenging for us to make the parents to understand because they have a that village mindset. They have like a squint is a blessing and it is a myth, like if they have that kind of squint and they'll be blessed and they will be like what to say, they will be in high position, like that they are thinking till now also. It's very difficult for us to make the parents to understand like we can treat that, and if we leave like that the child will get vision loss and they cannot see in when they grow up with it cannot be cured also. These things we try to explain to the parents, and what we started doing now is like to make the parents to understand, like we have made a photo previous school visited government school kid photo pre and post surgery, and how they are performing. All those videos and photos are we are showing to the parents and the teachers to make them understand like this is not blessing, this is we have to treat this kind of kids, and we are giving awareness to these things. And parents should parents should get convinced for their kids have a problem is difficult, and it's still we are working on it. It has to be improved because that village completely interior village parents making them to convince it's difficult. And yes, this is the things to parents should agree that their kids have a problem, so they have to like practically they should see how the child is performing, how child is reading the vision chart, how many lines she is reading, how many lines she is missing. All those things practically they have to see, then only they will understand like kids have a problem. So for that things we have to bring all the kids to the base hospital and we are showing it, and the surgery performance also we are showing. So these are the problems we are facing with in school screening areas now.
Okay. So I think now,
Bhavya?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I just have a question. See, for
Sure.
these people, because it's a hospital, it's easy for them to get permission. For
Yeah.
Tamarai being a private practitioner, Tamarai, how easy is it to get permission to do school screenings, and or is it because the first time was difficult and now is it easy, Tamarai?
Ma'am, if it is conducted in villages, yes, we have so many formalities, but in the school, first we are giving the requesting letter to the correspondent. And once they approved it, we can conduct the screening. So it's mostly mostly I'm conducting in private schools. Now rural schools I'm not able to reach. The government school also same procedure. If the headmaster accepts, they are welcoming us. They are not raising any questions. They are supporting us. Actually, I am not able to cover schools. That's the situation for me. I need more staff. My optometry team has to be large enough for me to cover that much students, and I need a refraction unit also sometimes, for the, I feel like supporting the school teachers also important to do the refraction to them. Below the 40 years or above 40 years, they have different kind of refractive errors that has to be addressed. To cover that and all, we need the team, optometry team or volunteers to support me. But from the school management, either it is a government school or it is a private school, they are cooperating well. They are actually, I got a call from the correspondent first. I was about to initiate this progress, but I am committed with my studies and my business and all. I am not able to focus that. One of my school correspondent made a call to me because he had a problem with one kid. They asked, the kid is a little bit taller in the classroom. They asked the kid to sit in the backside of the classroom, but the kid not willing to do that. The kid wanted to sit in the front row. So the teacher tried to convince that the issue become large. The parents came to fight. Why you asking my kid to sit in the backside? So the school correspondent or school teacher said like, so you can check the vision because the kids can see from the last row. Every kid's able to see, your kid is not able to see. So you can check your eyes like that, but it become a issue. How can you say like that? So he contacted me. So I conducted the school camp. When we say that, when the optometry person say that, it becomes easier for the parents to understand. Even that time, I got the troubleshooting. One of the parent of the kid, she called me. She raised so many questions about my visual standards. How can I say she is having refractive error and all? So then she cut the phone. She checked her vision. Then she made a call again to me and totally she cried on the phone. And she said like, once I got the report, I will come and see you, like that.
That's really nice. A good anecdote from all of you, actually, to see how people are benefiting. Bhavya, maybe later you can connect with Tamarai to see how we
Yes.
can support all the initiatives that she is doing on her own.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. Yes.
Thanks, Bhavya. Thank you.
Yeah. So last but not the least, Shilpa, would you like to continue or were you interrupted?
Yeah, ma'am, I'll continue.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Shilpa.
The question, no, ma'am. Actually, I finished that question. I completed. Actually, I
Okay,
answered.
thank you, Shilpa. So last question to Mariam. So Mariam, what were the common challenges that you had faced throughout your journey?
So not long ago I started. So probably the challenges are yet to come. But the biggest challenge I faced is to making people understand the difference between an optometrist and ophthalmologist. So there are many patients comes like, we know your eye doctor, then okay, everything you can only check, you can only do the surgery, you can only give the prescription, like such things I heard a few times. And then not only that, and also bringing the specialty services, how we learned in our optometry courses, like specialty contact lens or vision therapy or low vision aids. Since people are not even aware of the mainstream diseases, so such specialty services bringing to practice is really difficult. And there is a less acceptance between people, like they are having the problem, they just somehow try to adjust with it, or not able to understand the severity of the problem. Making them understanding is also a challenge. Having a good communication, this kind of challenges I have faced so far.
Thank you so much, Mariam. So the questions from my end are almost done for this panelist. Now it's time to take up questions from Facebook Live. So we have many enthusiastic participants who had joined us live today, and I'm very thankful for all of you for spending your time with us. So the question for, we have question for Ms. Shilpa. Shilpa, so we have one question who is asking about how long does it take for students to feel comfortable with language?
I think our students from past 5 years I'm observing, I think 3-4 months itself they will start pick up in the language. 3-4
Okay.
months is sufficient because I'm giving the exposure of many areas where first language to be comfortable. Then only they'll slowly go into the subject. So 3-4 months will be sufficient.
Okay, Shilpa. So the next question is for Mariam. So Mariam, there is a question about asking how do you create awareness among the people at your native? So do you do door-to-door visit or by panchayat presentations is what the question is.
Oh, so far not still that kind of situation, but I hope in future to do such way where I can visit door to door panchayat to create awarenesses. But for now, I am just creating awareness through my patients. And being in a village, a village is like a big family, so everyone knows.
Yes.
Rather than going to a clinic, they will just straight up ask me like why I am having this, why my friend is having that. So making them understand, like if by hearing only I can understand somewhat, I can suggest them to come to clinic for a thorough checkup. Like that I suggest. And in future I would do such thing like doing camps or maybe creating awareness in panchayats like that.
Yes. So like I mentioned earlier, Mariam has just started her practice, and probably she'll get into these things very soon about creating awareness among her community. And next question we have is about what is the permission process to carry out school camp? I think Tamare ma'am and Shilpa has already answered for this question earlier. And Tamare ma'am, we have one question for you about do you get invited to family weddings as you're the vision giver in the community is what the question is.
Yes, now I am part of my community. There are people travel 10 kilometers just to see me again, just to inform their condition, just to get they will bring all other health records also to get their my opinion about it. And they used to invite me to their home also. Yes, I feel most of the family, I owned now so many families after I came back to my community, which I missed totally in USA. I felt isolated there. Now I
Yeah.
feel I am living again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So there is another question to Shilpa. Shilpa, does Vision Care Center give optometrists confidence to work independently?
Yes, I previously, as I told, there will be no ophthalmologist with us, the optometrist, when we are doing the work there. Only optometrist alone should handle complete the scenario. So there, they themselves will get a confident, like independently, they can do all the examination, and there will be no other person interrupting in between. You are the person, only person to handle complete eye examination from the history to the dilated fundus and the diagnosis and the treatment plan. So optometrist will get a confident, and their skills also are improved in vision centers. So optometrist will get a confident, and they can work independently in the vision centers.
Shilpa, to add to this question, so at vision centers, do you charge any minimal amount for the examination that is being done?
In when it is come to the OPD, normal OPD walk-in patients, yes, we are charging very minimal within 100 rupees, like 50, 20
Okay.
rupees we are charging. When it
Yes.
comes to the vision center camps, it will be absolutely free of cost. For camps, we are not charging anything. When just walk-in OPD, just we are charging.
Okay, probably this OPD charges will create some sense of responsibility among the
Correct.
rural population. Yes,
Correct.
thank you, Shilpa. And
Thank you.
so the question is for all the panelists today. So about what are the different myths that you have faced? Like, for example, they say cataract is a curse, and like Shilpa mentioned, squint is a blessing, something like that. So how do you burst this kind of myths when you hear them? Tamre ma'am will go with you.
Yeah, they afraid of the surgery. If they think like if they underwent a cataract surgery, they will lose their vision. That's their idea about the surgery. I don't want to go for the surgery because I will lose whatever I have. Then we
Yes.
have to explain like a fruit. If the fruit becomes very ripe, it will it will give the particles which will affect your eyes. It will give the tension. Like increase your eye tension. So you will have the very painful eye. There are so many complications. Better you have to go for the cataract surgery than that complications like that. We have to explain in layman terms, so they will go for it. 8 years old also they will come and they can't walk also, they will come in the auto. I will get down and I will see them. Then they will come through the auto to show me they underwent the cataract surgery. So I motivated 5 to 6 patients who are stubbornly saying no to cataract surgery. We have to
Okay.
convince them. We have to convince them like how we are convincing the children. In the same manner, we have to convince them. The squint also, yes, the same myth is there. It is like a lucky. And we have to tell them a dare truth. What is happening there? The child is not at all using one eye. The importance of visual coordination. That and all we have to explain.
Thank you, ma'am. Mariam, are there any myths like this that you have faced, and how did you burst them?
So commonly I have seen styes or maybe conjunctivitis when the eyes gets very red. So one patient came up to me and asked told my friend had the same condition, and I looked at her eyes and the next day I am also getting this. Like such, they are thinking like if you look at someone's eye when they are having sty, you will also get that. So making them understand, no, this doesn't work that way. It could be a virus infection or bacteria infection like that. We understanding if you take medicine, it will be okay. Like that, such myth.
Okay, now last question we have for you, Mariam. One person is asking that if you find any people who require low vision assistance, so how do you help them is what they're asking.
So the low vision patient I have mentioned, I didn't encounter them personally. I have been practicing under a senior practitioner. So in that clinic I have seen. So here, since we don't have the low vision aids to do the checkup and how much vision will get improved like that, so we suggest a bigger hospital like a tertiary hospital or a government hospital where all the services can be provided. We suggest them to go there and then get diagnosed and get the help from government like that.
Okay, okay. So I hope they even receive rehabilitative services as well. So that was really a very good session with all of you. And Sakina, do we have any more questions, or are we good to wind up?
Yeah,
I
no
have
more.
a suggestion.
Yes.
See, all the three had something in common, and that was, I think, that they have to be very persistent in explaining what the
Yes.
condition is, okay, and bursting the myths. I think that is common among all the three of them, be it Shilpa, Tamre, or Mariam. So I'm very enthused to ask. Suppose we provide you with translated posters, okay? We did that in one project called Experience Vision. So we took conditions like squint, and then we took conditions like cataract, squint, or refractive error, diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma, like that. And then we made posters, very colorful posters, and we translated them into 11 languages. Okay, so I'm wanting to ask you, if we provide you with such kind of information posters when you do your screening camps, will it be helpful is my question. Or it should be more of videos. I feel posters means at least you can put it up, it'll stay for a longer time, and people can, relate to it. So this is just a question. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That kind of posters will help, especially in the school screening camp. When the kids are standing, they will read. So already I created a posters. We used to post it in the where the kids are waiting. So they will read. The like the myths, like the kid wearing the spectacle is a nerd. We have to break that myth. That and all we collected and we created one poster. And the corneal transplant, the eye donation poster also we are placing there. So the teachers also come down, the kids also will get the idea. And in the awareness program, I am talking about corneal blindness also in the end of my presentation, like 3 slides, how we need the corneal donors, what are the problems we are facing, and how to convince the other patients. Like if I am donating my eyes, I have to inform to my husband or my kids. Otherwise, there is no use of it. So these small factors I am discussing with them. So they are the teachers. So I think they will capture what I am trying to say. So eventually the change will come. That's what I expect, ma'am. Sure, it will help.
Thank you, thank you, Tamare ma'am. So I think it would be helpful for any of them who are working in the communities, because language, as we all know, when it is communicated in their own mother tongue, it will be more beneficial for everybody to understand. Thank you everybody so much for joining in our today's session. And I would like to thank Sakina and Harshada ma'am, who were at the back end supporting for the session. And also thank you Lakshmi ma'am for joining in the session and adding on to the session.
I
Thank you
think I
Tamare ma'am,
enjoyed it a
thank you
lot.
Mariam.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
enjoyed it a lot. Thanks, Bhavya. I think the questions were lovely from you,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
all the three were so eager to share their experiences. Shilpa though was like bursting with enthusiasm. So I think
Thank you,
thanks to
ma'am.
all three of you. All three of you have spent your time from your clinic to be here. So thanks a ton. And I think I got a new idea for World Sight Day now that you've told me about awareness. We'll definitely provide you with some kind of material that you can use in the rural area in your own languages.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you so much,
Shilpa.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all.